So when did they buy this property then?
Oh, that would have been in 65.
65, or Darrell said 64, you said 65?
Well, no, he's wrong. We're living at the old farm, and Dougie died 11 days before my kid's birthday.
Yeah.
And after Dougie died, then we moved. And my birthday's in July, so that would have been 65.
Yeah. Did they own the old farm or no?
No, we were buying it under a contract. They were purchasing it, and the deal on that purchase was contingent upon a new well being drilled. And they never.
It's hard to hear you. Sorry.
Okay. Us purchasing the old property was contingent on them putting in a new well.
Yeah.
And they never put in a new well, so my dad just stopped making payments. Everybody
seems valid, I think.
Yeah, yeah, we lived there for a long time with no good water.
What did you do for water then?
Well, back in the old days, we'd load up the big old milk cream cans in a vehicle and go and get good drinkable water. You know, we still had water for showering and all that.
Yeah.
But we didn't have good water here until probably, I don't know, just a guess, 67 or so.
I saw in the basement, Darrell showed me that etching in the concrete, like it's either 1923 or 1929, and you said you thought the basement was built
afterwards. That's what I always thought.
Afterwards. It seems a little strange because down there it's like lath and plaster, and upstairs it's all timber frame, and it just...
Yeah, it's kind of a contradiction.
Yeah, not very compatible. It's strange. You know, lath and plaster is all finishing work.
Well,
not lath, but it's board and plaster anyway.
That was supposed to be a boarding house and a general store back in the day, and from what I understood, it was back in the horse and buggy days, you know.
Oh yeah.
But, you know, I could be wrong on all that. It's just pure speculation on my part.
Yeah. But it was kind of weird how all the downstairs was sawn lumber, and upstairs was hand hewn. I mean, I'd imagine like sawn lumber was more expensive than...
Okay, by the downstairs, do you mean the main floor?
Yeah.
Well, it's possible that they brought in a sawmill for the initial construction and then finished it by hand later, you know, going up another story.
Yeah.
I know the barn was all hand hewn.
Yeah. Because was the barn about the same period, or like the garage still seems like it's in great shape, but...
Yeah, the garage is relatively new.
Oh, is it?
That was a general store.
Oh, I see.
Compared to the old, compared to the other stuff, it's relatively new. And this is just my perspective on it. Nothing's written in stone from my perspective.
And it seems strange that I think that road was newer, but for a general store, it's so far from the road.
The road was further this way. The road was right next to the barn.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can still see traces of the trail. I suppose I should see if the brakes are... Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You can still kind of see the trail if you look east from the barn.
Yeah.
From that silo. That was the old road across there. And there was actually an old building down there, and somebody said it was an old blacksmith shop or something. I don't know. Hay barn, whatever. So is any of this looking familiar to you?
Yeah, slightly. It's been so long. Darrell mentioned there's some historian around here that I should speak to.
Jerry Kangas?
Jerry Kangas.
Yeah, she knows a lot about everything in Halo Markham.
Oh, it is. Oh, we're here.
Yeah.
realize it until just now.
I figured.
No.
That one back there I had a little bit of problems with, but that one because of that blowdown.
Sure.
Yeah, there's probably 10 good sized trees that went down there.
You can always already see how this is going to go. He's got a short wheelbase, so you know what that means for me. I mean, it was big. It was big.
So was it U.S.? Was
Military
it German?
US,
Was it?
No, military U.S.
Wasn't a duck.
No, it was big. I mean, he was driving over stuff and that. I mean, he was.
Darrell?
Well, we tried to convince him that peeing on electric fences like having sex. So, and we told him he had to drink a lot of water, so his bladder was full. And I said, well, how are we going to get him to do it? And Johnny says, well, you pee on it first, and then convince him it feels like having sex. So we're like 12 years old, you know. Nobody had a freaking clue. And so he goes in the barn, and he shuts the fencer off, and I start peeing on the fence, and I'm going, oh, wow, this feels really good. And so Ricky goes, let me try it. And so I step back, and I zip up, and Ricky starts peeing on the fence, and he goes, I don't feel, and Johnny turns the switch on the fencer. I swear to God, we blew his balls off. And he had full bladder, he had to keep on urinating, he couldn't quit. And as I remember it, he was going up the driveway about half naked with his pants at his knees going, I'm going to tell my ma. Screaming.
Holding his
I'm going to
junk.
tell my ma. Holding his junk.
Pop these off or what?
Then his mother, Diane, she called my mother's house.
Your hand out, stick that way.
That didn't go real good.
I can imagine it didn't.
No, she was pissed. I think her name, I think what she called us for many years were Little Bastards.
Yeah, that's
Pretty much
sums
it.
up.
And everybody in the neighborhood was an experiment. It was awesome.
Anyway, you guys went and tied Ricky on the anthill, post by the
Well, he
anthill.
ratted us out, little son of a bitch.
Randy.
The Kenneth go-kart story. Alright, so we had our Uncle Kenneth, right? He was old, he was the oldest, wasn't he?
No, no.
Okay, so he's one of the older ones. I guess he spent all his time making this custom go-kart, like fiberglass and just all painted, just cherry, just beautiful. And he's like working on this thing like in secret, you know, like family doesn't know what the hell's going on, you know. So he gets it all done and stuff like that, and he gets you to unveil it in front of the family, like this is what I built, you know. And he he got the whole family, like 13 of them, you know, standing up, and he pulls his cover off, and he's just like, ooh, ah. Ooh. Then he goes to start it up, you know, and he's like fires it up and goes to go, and Limers goes like this.
He's a gearbox from a washing machine. How they twist back and forth.
Forward, backward, forward, backward, forward, backward.
It's on agitate.
Yep.
Thing was going, and he had no throttle on it. It was just wide open. So he's on there going, yeah.
It's snapping back and forth.
Now I know why he's so messed up. you hanging on, Josh?
Yeah.
Slow down. Put it in low gear. I'll show you something. Take your left tire, put it up over there.
Over there?
Yep, go right up over there. I'll come back to the right. Just easy, easy. Easy on the steering wheel. Nice and easy. Everything is smooth. Everything is, like when we come through and do it again one more time, put your left tire up on the high spot over here. So in the summertime when things are really sloppy, really muddy, keep one tire up. And one tire can be in an absolute, or one side of the truck can be in absolute chaos. But if you keep that one side of the vehicle up.
Always do. They start with where we are opened it up. If it is fully intact here, we haven't opened it up anywhere. We start with Venus. It's kind of an easy access point for them to get to some of that heat. The hide is pretty tough on other parts, except right.
What's in there?
Fish.
Yeah, fish.